Hi, friends. Happy Wednesday. We'll get started here in a second. Let me just go live on Insta. All right, here we go. We are live. Okay. Hi, friends. Happy Wednesday. Dr. Simran here with my mom, Minnie. So we come on live every Wednesday to share with you guys. Our show is called Cooking and Lifestyle Chats. So we make simple plant-based recipes in the kitchen, show you how easy it can be, and we talk about all the benefits and all about things lifestyle medicine. I am a triple board certified physician, plant-based and lifestyle coach and a BRCA1 pre-vivor, meaning I have this genetic mutation. If you've been following me, you know my story. If not, I'd love for you to join and follow along. I'm also a mom of two, and this is my mom. She's in Toronto, so I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi everyone, this is Minnie from Toronto. I'm a mother of two and grandmother of two. Plus, I am passionate about food and creating my magic in the kitchen. And I am also plant based. I'm two-time breast cancer survivor, entrepreneur, and looking forward to life come much more bigger and exciting chapter in my life with food.
Nice. So today, what I thought we could talk about, because in the US, I'm outside of Washington, D.C. Right now, it is spring break season. My kids are going on spring break next week, and they are 6.5 and 8. And so, if you have kids in that age, a little younger, a little older, you know that snacks are life. And so, what I thought we would go through today is there's two types of snacks, right? Snacks that you're eating at home and then snacks like while you're traveling or on the go. So I'm going to share with you some of my best tips, tricks that I've learned over the last 8 years since becoming a mom. My mom's going to chime in and show you some of the magic she created because she's also going to be traveling with us. So she created some things for my brother who's in Toronto that she's going to leave with him. And so she'll show you what she made, and then I'll share with you some of my favorite tools to make snacking easier, more fun, and more affordable. So let's start with how to create a balanced snack, right? So when most people snack, especially prepackaged snacks, they're mostly processed and refined carbs. So, meaning they've basically been stripped of all their nutritional value. Most of the snacks that we buy from the store don't have, fiber, they don't have protein. They've pretty much been stripped of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, all of that stuff, which is what really makes them unhealthy for our health and for our overall longevity if we continue to eat those foods over and over. So I created this guide. It's called How to Build a Balanced Snack Plate. So one of the things that we love in my house, and I think I learned this from my mom, like growing up, she would always create like the atmosphere, right? Like it was always an experience to eat food, and she still does. Watch what she shows you in a bit here. But she would set the table, and like all the food would look really good, right? Because eating is not just about eating the food, it's about the experience. So, like how you see the food, how it's visually presented, how it tastes, how it smells, like all of it. It's like a whole experience, right? And so my kids have gotten into this as well now, right? And so they love this idea of charcuterie boards. And we're plant-based, so we build these plant-based they call them snack boards or charcuterie boards, and that's kind of this idea came up of like, well, how do you build a balanced snack plate, right? So if you're at home, this is how I would recommend building out a plate that is not just going to keep you full. If you need a snack in between meals, the snack will be satiating, It'll be full of good stuff for you, and you won't constantly be reaching back for more, right? If you're just joining us, we're talking about snacks today, which is, you know, the favorite thing of all kids. I love snacks too. So does Minnie. I mean, who are we kidding? We all love snacks, and that's fine. We just got to choose healthy, well balanced snacks for us, right? So if you're just joining in, feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. Feel free to share this live. The more, the merrier. Tell us what your favorite snack is. So here's how you build out a balanced snack plate at home, or a snack board, like my kids call it. So we want to have a quality carb. So what is a quality carb? A quality carb you can think of as fruits, as vegetables. Those are whole complex carbohydrates that are going to have lots of vitamins, minerals, fiber, all of that intact. Then we want to think of adding some healthy fats. So fats could be nuts and seeds, fats could be butters, fats could be avocado. And then you want to have a protein, right? And the proteins could be, again, nuts and seeds are great, but you could also have things like roasted chickpeas or edamame. Like those are great proteins as well. Or you could have a balanced snack, could also be a parfait. So you could have a either plant-based or regular yogurt based on what you eat, like a Greek style yogurt, which typically tends to be higher in protein. And then you top it with complex carbohydrates like your fruits, and then more healthy fats and protein would be adding in some nuts and seeds on top, or some nut butter or something. And that will be a snack that will keep you satiated, full, but also giving you the whole benefit of fiber, protein, healthy fats, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. So it's kind of like a whole package, right? So then you kind of put it all together. If you want this freebie, after I post this live, just comment snack, and I will send you this freebie to your email. So comment snack at the end of this live, and I will give you this. And it's got lots of ideas for healthy carbs, fats, and proteins. And I got these ideas from like feeding my kids over the years, right? But different ideas of putting these three things together. So a parfait is one idea. Another idea is the idea of a snack board, like I was talking about. You could put a little bit of everything. That's what my kids like to do as soon as they come home from school. You could also have dips. So for example, you could have like carrot sticks and celery sticks, right, instead of chips, and then have a dip. So you could have edamame dip. You could have a hummus dip. So that would be your protein. And then you could just have raw fruits. Of course, one of our favorites in our house is apples with peanut butter. You know, apples gives you your fiber, it gives you your complex carb, vitamins, but then your peanut butter is a great source. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter has almost 8 grams of protein, and it's also a great source of healthy fats. So you have that. Or you could put it all together. We talked about the parfait. We could talk about a chia pudding. We could talk about smoothies. So there's many ways to incorporate all of this together. So I have this fun freebie. If you want it, you can just comment snack at the end of our live when I post it, and I will email that to you. So then, that's kind of eating snacks at home. I'm going to take a break and give it to my mom to show you some of the things that she cooked up for my brother. Some are snack friendly and some are just the meals that she prepared. And so a lot of the things that we talk about is like cooking smarter, not harder, right? So if you're cooking already, you might as well batch prep or meal prep. And that's what she has done for my brother for the next several days while she's going to be out of town. And he's kind of in his building muscle era. So she's making him really high protein meals, all plant based. So check out what she made.
Yes, friends, this is something interesting. I'm not a person who would, write things, or like I am a free flow spirit cook. But then now learning from the master, like Simran here, so I
You're the
started
master.
doing.
What are you talking about?
So I mean, now doing everything on paper. So now my son is going through his phase. He wants to have more than 150 grams of protein. So I am incorporating plant-based meals for him. So almost 86 grams to 100 grams of protein a day through me. Rest he will add on because he eats meat and other stuff. So I don't want him to have two protein shakes. So this is something I'm contributing. And doing on this project, I have learned a lot. So I'm going to show it to you as I'm going away for 15 days. So this what he's getting for his freezer and his fridge. So the snacking, the idea came from roasting peanuts. We all love peanuts, so this is what I made. You can see the roasted peanuts, and I tried this yesterday because peanut has a lot of fat in it. So, but has a lot of good source of protein. So about 30 grams of um, peanut has about 10 grams of protein, but more fat. But this one is another good one I just made yesterday. It's black eye beans. So I roasted them in the oven just with salt. And it's a great source of protein, great source of fiber, and it gives you the the crunchiness you need. So you don't go. I am a very much a chips person, but now that I started baking these beans and stuff, it's making a huge difference in my health. So these ones I started making, as I told you, he is not plant based. So I'm making these mousse jars for him. This is mango mousse jar, and here I have strawberry mousse jars for him. And in a couple of hours, I'm making like strawberry chocolate brownie mousse jars. So each jar has 26 grams of protein. So that's amazing, once you put your mind and heart to it, you can see eating plant based, you can have a lot of protein and fiber and carbohydrates. So this one is uh, it's like paneer bhurji, and this is red kidney chili, and each label has the protein content in it. That's high protein pasta, Ethiopian black eye beans, then sriracha, chickpea curry. So it's quite interesting. And these, as Simran was saying, the chickpeas, you can just boil the chickpeas and add little, spices in it, and you can throw this. This is one bowl. 250 grams of chickpeas has 15.5 grams of protein. So off to Simran. So this is the food my son is receiving, and I just baked bagels today. This is one bagel is almost, I think, 20 grams of protein. It's made out of almond flour and Greek yogurt.
You
Over to
are
Simran.
amazing. Min, you're amazing.
Okay, thank you.
So, if anyone ever tells you you can't get protein on a plant based diet, it's not true, guys. We're actually putting together our first ebook of recipes. It's been requested for so long, for so many years now. And one of the things, I'm really passionate about talking about is the health benefits of soy, especially for cancer risk reduction and for women in menopause. And so we've kind of put together our collection of recipes, soy with soy ingredients in it, whole food soy ingredients, and just all the benefits of soy as well. And so look out for that. That'll be coming out soon. And we're very, very excited about that. And clearly, as you can see, Minnie has so many creative ideas and so many like protein rich recipes, whole food recipes. So that'll be the first of many books, I think. She's definitely a bestseller in my heart already.
Okay, maybe a good
So
project together for
then,
us.
what about when you're traveling? So, obviously when you're plant-based, I think nowadays it is much easier to get plant-based foods. It's not really an issue, but again, right? Plant-based and vegan and all natural and clean and non-GMO and organic. I mean, these are all labels that are slapped on by the marketing industry on a lot of packaged foods that can make you feel like, oh, this is healthy, I can just eat it. But it's very important to always do three things. So these are three questions I ask every time I pick up a snack that is prepackaged, right? Because that's really is what's most convenient when you're on the go, when you're traveling, when you're out of your element, right? And so the first question is, okay, what's really in it? And the only way you're going to know that is not just follow the labels on the front, but you're going to turn the package around and you're going to read the ingredients label. If you don't know how to read an ingredients label or a nutrition facts label, that's the first thing you want to learn, because that's the first step in being empowered to making healthier choices when it comes to packaged foods. So if you don't know how to read a nutrition facts label, comment facts after I post this live, and I will send you a freebie guide on how to read a nutrition facts label. So facts is FACTS. Comment that and I'll send you the freebie. Okay, so the first question is, what's actually in it? So you're going to turn it around, you're going to read the nutrition facts label, you're going to check, you're going to check the added sugar, you're going to check the fiber, the protein, you're going to read the ingredients label and see what kind of ingredients are in there. Then you want to, the next question, which I just answered, is, does it have more than just carbs? And there, again, there's two types of carbs. There's, processed carbs, and then there's complex carbs, right? And so you want to check, like, does this have fiber in it? Fiber, the more fiber is in there, the more it's suggesting that this is more of a complex carb snack, right? So, and those are in the ingredients label, you're going to see things like, for example, oats or nuts or dates, or, you're going to see whole food ingredients versus, flours and oils and added ingredients that clearly are not whole foods. So you want to make sure that you're getting a bigger bang for your buck. So do you have fiber? Do you have protein? Do you have healthy fats? Do you have vitamins and minerals and all of that good stuff? And then the last question is it minimally processed? So when I look at an ingredients label, I try to go for, and again, not all chemical names means it's bad for you, right? Like beta carotene, anthocyanins, like these are all words for plant compounds or plant chemicals that are actually antioxidants and are great for you. So just because it sounds chemically doesn't mean it's bad for you. You want to ask yourself, like, what, like, you want to go for the food that has the least number of ingredients, but also not a list that's like 20 words long. And then you can also see that it's got added food dyes and preservatives and lots of different types of sugars and oils and all of that kind of stuff. So you want to try to get the shortest list possible, but go for foods that are like ingredients that are whole foods. So does it say rolled oats? Does it say dates? Does it say nuts? Does it say, like that kind of thing is what you want to go for. If you're just joining us, we're talking all about plant-based snacking. Earlier, I talked about snacking at home and how to create a balanced snack plate. And now I'm talking more about snacking on the go and traveling, because we are coming up on spring break and we are about to go for our travels soon. And so let me share with you a few things. One, I'm going to share with you my favorite snack dispenser that has been a game changer for my kids. We've been using this since they were 18 months old. So this is called the Gobi Snack Spinner. And what I love about it is that it is just so innovative, right? First of all, instead of carrying multiple snack containers, this one has 4 different compartments, and each compartment is like a quarter cup. This one has 5, so they have 2 different varieties. This is the kid snack spinner, and then recently they came out with the adult snack spinner. So this is even more awesome because now moms and dads and grandmas can also participate in the fun
I
snack.
have one.
But full disclosure, I love this company so much and I believe in their products so much that I'm actually an investor in the company. So, but I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't love it so much. So the Gobi Snack Spinner, my kids have been using it since they were 18 months old. Now they actually prepare their own snacks. And, they will go to the fridge, they'll go to the pantry.
I don't know what happened to Simran's Instagram, guys. So I'm sure she'll come back. So we were talking about easy snacks. As I showed you this peanut here, I created this, and now my kids are asking me to package them so that it's easy and it's a clean snack, roasted in the oven, and just sea salt, and a little bit of like a 1 tablespoon of a big tray of peanuts, right? And
Sorry
same
about
thing,
that.
that's okay. And the same thing, another snack is this I tried yesterday. It turned out very nice. And the easy version I was telling you is the chickpeas. Okay, you don't have time for chickpeas to cook or anything. You just boil them and measure them for 1 cup, and then you can add it to your salad. And I just added few like Indian masala. I just put chaat masala to it and nothing else. Chaat masala and a little bit of salt, and it's going to sit in my fridge. And actually this is going to my son, so he will have it as a snack, or he can add it to salads and stuff. So there's so many ways you can provide yourself a nice snack. Plus it is healthy, it has more protein, it has good fibers in it, and it's wholesome, and then you feel good. Okay, sorry Simran, I was
So
just trying to fill up.
yeah, my husband called, so sorry about that. But see, you can take the things that she just showed you, like the peanuts and the chickpeas and whatever, and you put it in the snack spinner. So you have multiple compartments. And what I found with my kids is I would often put in, for example, three things that I know they love and they will eat without a fuss. And then the fourth compartment or the fifth compartment I would use to add something new. And so over the years, this is kind of how I got them to try new foods in a fun way, because they have this spinning capacity here, which allows them, it gives them, kids want independence and choice just as much as we do, right? So when we force anyone to do something, and trust me, I force my kids to do a lot of things, but the reality is they're not just little people. They have feelings, they have choices, they want all of that as well. And so what this does is it allows you to kind of you know spin through whatever it is that you feel like eating right now, right? So they have multiple choices. So it's very innovative. It gives them independence. It gives them it cultivates healthier habits as well, and allows them to try new foods. So I love the Gobi snack spinner. They even have a lunchbox, which I love. So they have two types for kids, one with a bigger pocket, and then they have the adult one. So if you want this, I do have a 15% discount code. So again, at the end of this when I repost it, just comment Gobi. I know normally you're not supposed to give lots of CTAs here, but like I have so many fun things for you guys. So if you want it, just comment Gobi, Gobe, and I will send you the link for the 15% off. But highly recommend, if you have kids or if you're a big snacker and you want to, you know, bring snacks from home, this is a great way to do healthy snacking. I'm a big fan. And then let me show you. And then when I travel, this is what I do. Okay, so some people, so Archana saying roasted fox nuts and fruits. Yeah, fox nuts are so good. They're so tasty. We love those too. So some people would use this as a toiletry bag, but I use this as a travel snack bag. Because the reality is that airports and when you're traveling and all that, you don't really have access to like healthy snacks. Like I'm going to show you some of my favorite go-to plant-based snacks that I consider, lifestyle medicine doctor and plant-based coach and mom approved. But basically I fill this guy up, which I'm going to do later this afternoon. And I just bring this with us. I literally just pack it like this. And so I know that when we go on our trip, my kids will have access to healthy snacks, and then they can eat fun food, when we come across it on our travels. But I know that like most of the time they're still eating good fiber rich, protein rich snacks that are actually going to keep them full throughout their day. So I would invest in something like that. I got that for like $20 on Amazon, so no big deal. So that's very great. And then let me show you some of my favorite snacks. So we talked about home snacks and how to build a snack plate. Now let me show you some of my like go-to plant-based snack brands. So this guy is definitely one of my favorites. So this is, and none of these are sponsored. Okay, so these are just, I'm just showing you my favorites here. Brahmi, Okay, these are called lupini beans. Just like my mom showed you the black-eyed peas, we showed you chickpeas, we showed you peanuts. Lupini beans come from Italy, and they are amazing because the net carbs is basically zero. So the total amount of carbs in here is 3, and you have 3 grams of fiber. So this is a great low carb snack if you're looking for. And the other great thing about it is that it's a good source of protein. So 30 grams, which is about 15 beans, gives you 4 grams of protein. Again, great prebiotics, great for gut health, keeps you full. They come in many different flavors, and they also come in little pouches. So we love those as well. So that's awesome. Oh, here they are. So these are one of our absolute favorites. Then, in terms of more protein ideas, so we love these crunchy lentils, pistachios. I love these Karma cashews. They actually come wrapped in the cashew wrapper. So most cashews, the wrapper is taken off, but here they preserved the wrapper, which actually gives you more antioxidants and gives you more fiber. So these are really great. They're called Karma nuts, and they come in like 3 or 4 different flavors. And there's like a spicy turmeric, which is like amazing. We love it.
I love
And then
it too.
again, crunchy chickpeas. This is probably one of my absolute favorites when it comes to like a high protein snack. This is 1 ounce, okay? A 1 ounce packet of crunchy edamame gives you 10 grams of protein and 4 grams of fiber. So just this packet, this is just so great if you need a quick snack that is gonna be satiating. It's great for like a post-workout snack. It's usually what I have along with something else to get me to an easy 30 grams of protein after a workout. And then again, this guy is great. These are all high protein because I am also in my muscle building era, and I have a 6 and 8 year old. And so we really go for healthy fat and fiber and protein when it comes to our snacks. So these are awesome. This is made from peanuts, dark chocolate. It's got 8 grams of protein. This is just pumpkin seeds, and these are sprouted pumpkin seeds and sea salt, and a packet like this has 8 grams of protein. So guys, you can eat like 2 of these things and you already have 16 grams of protein. So there's no doubt you can get more than enough protein from plant-based foods, from plant-based snacks, but you're not just gonna get protein, you're gonna get everything else as well. Now, you can also get other fun things. So, if my kids love olives, and so sometimes we have the Prolon olives, sometimes we have these, and there's other brands of olives as well that you can get, which olives are great for brain health, good source of healthy fats. So we love those. Scout bars. So if you're looking for a healthy bar, they also have an adult version, which is a protein bar that I really like, but these are awesome. They come in like 40 different flavors. My kids love them. So very minimal ingredients, dates, peanut butter, strawberries. That's it. So these are great. Of course, my favorite, it's a fasting bar from Prolon. I don't use it for fasting. I use it more as an energy bar. And my kids also love these. So this one bar has like 5 grams of protein and 7 grams of fiber. So lots of good stuff here. These are my favorite crackers, pretty much made from seeds, quinoa, and some flours, 12 grams. 12 crackers gives you 5 grams of protein. A lot of crackers on the market are literally just white flour. There is absolutely no nutritional value to them. So if you can look for Mary's Gone crackers, lots of flavors. They're really, really good. One of my favorites. And then I just tried these today. These I was gifted from Blue Diamond in a brand kit I got recently, but they're really good. I know Blue Diamond has been trying to create more minimally processed nuts, and so they want them to be in the produce section. And so these are really good, dry roasted, just lightly salted. So awesome. And then the other thing I carry with me whenever I'm traveling is these packets. So you can get little packets of peanut butter, almond butter, sunflower butter. And so it's great because even if the kids are having a bagel, for example, I mean, not my mom's bagels that are like so high in protein, just your typical white flour bagel, which doesn't have much nutrition. I usually bring out one of these, and so it'll add kind of some protein to their meal and will keep them satiated. So that's what I do. Then lastly, this right here is Thrive Market. So if you're in the US, Thrive Market is a great online grocery store that basically that's where I get all my pantry staples, all of my plant-based snacks, and they're like almost somewhere between 20 to 40% discounted rate compared to the grocery store. So I love getting them there. They have great sales. And so I just got this box because we're about to travel. So I thought I'd show you some of the things that I got. So I told you about these guys, right? These are the ones I was talking about just now, the spicy turmeric. Everybody I have shared these with loves them. So these are the lime, these are the spicy turmeric. Super, super amazing way to eat cashews. And then what else? We talked about these mini lupini beans. I got a whole bunch of Scout bars of different flavors. So this is French toast, chocolate peanut butter, but again, like literally 4 ingredients. So my kids love these. And then I also got some for myself, but these are protein bars. So one bar has like 10 grams of protein. So I'd probably have like a bar like this and a packet like this as a snack, and that's 18 grams of protein in addition to all the other goodness that I get. And that's about it. I mean, and then I tried a new bar. So these ones are Bearded Brothers, and very similar to the Scout bars, minimal ingredients, good stuff. Now, this is the other thing I carry when I travel, is these little Purely Elizabeth oatmeal cups. So this is apple cinnamon. There's no added sugar. It's just oats, dried apples, flax, chia seeds. And this is great because all you need to do is add hot water. So if you're in a pinch, you can't find breakfast or a snack, I usually keep some of these on me. And then for a fun snack, are you ready for this? Chocolate covered
I
chickpeas.
love those.
These are an obsession. If you've not had these, you need to try them because they are so good. I haven't had a single kid or an adult try these and not be obsessed with them. Guilty pleasure. I could totally eat a whole packet.
Let's try making these.
Yeah, seriously, you need to try to make these. So, 30 grams. So there's 3.5 servings in a bag. So 30 grams. One serving has about 4 grams of protein. So they're basically dry roasted chickpeas and then dipped in dark chocolate. So good, so good. So these are some of my favorites. If you're in the US and you want to try Thrive Market, I actually have a referral code. So if you comment Thrive at the end when I post this, I will send you a link to get 40% off your first order. So I shared tons of freebies today. I shared tons of stuff about plant-based snacks. This has become my life because my kids literally last night we were eating dinner and my son was like, if you left me home by myself, I would just eat all the snacks in the pantry. And I was like, would you not make any real food for yourself? And he's like, no, I would just eat snacks. So snacks snacks are life. And so for me, I'm like, okay, as long as we can find snacks that even if you skipped your meal you're eating, I feel like you get all the benefits of a meal, we'll go for it because you
He's
can't win
going
it
through
all.
some phase right now,
Yeah, he's
probably.
definitely going through a snack phase, and he's growing so fast. And so even when he eats his meal, after 10 minutes, he's hungry again. So, and like he's eating carb heavy, protein heavy meals, but like he's just growing so much. And so he's always hungry. And so I got to keep good snacks on hand because he's a snack monster. So yeah, that's where we're at. And don't get me wrong, like my kids also enjoy, you know, popcorn and puffs and chips and all the other good stuff that kids enjoy, but it's not what they're eating most of the time, and it's not what they find in our pantry. So sometimes they'll go in and they'll find the stuff and it's like, well, I don't want to eat that. It's like, well, those are the snacks we have. And so eventually they're like, oh, okay, like I will eat it then, right? So it's really about what, their job is to decide what they eat, but your job is to decide what you buy, right? Because if it's not in the house, they're not going to eat it, or they'll eat less of it at least. So
The good
that's,
thing about your home is like they will eat their proper meal, like lunch and dinner, or a proper, whatever they're having. And in between that, oh, time. Give me 1 second.
oh, it's fine. We're going to say goodbye anyways. I got to jump off for a meeting, but it was great talking to you guys as always. I shared lots of freebies today, so check the comments once I post this. If you want any of those freebies or the discount links, just comment on the post and I will share those with you. We'll be away, so next week we will not be coming on live, but I will stream a
I baked
replay.
that bagel.
Oh, that looks good. So
That
I
that
will
got
share.
baked too much.
I will share a replay next week from an old live to give you value still. So if you want to tune in, please do. As always, thanks for being here. Please share this if you found it valuable, save it. And we hope to see you next time.
I'm
Bye,
proud of
guys.
my table today.
It's amazing, Min. You're amazing. All right. Talk to you
Okay.
all soon. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.